I believe we should begin to pursue a robust diplomatic initiative with Iran on all issues and without preconditions. Working with our European allies, the United Nations, and the International Atomic Energy Agency, we should put together a package of carrots and sticks that will serve as a basis for discussion with Iran. The goal of these negotiations should be to convince Iran to, one, permanently abandon any intention to restart a nuclear weapons program. Two, allow International Atomic Energy Agency inspectors full access to all Iranian nuclear facilities and suspected nuclear facilities. Three, comply once again with the additional protocol to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty for intensified inspections by the IAEA. Iran had accepted this protocol in 2003 and suspended compliance in 2005. Four, provide a complete accounting for all past nuclear activities and allow full transparency to international inspectors. Six, cease its support for the terrorist activities of Hamas and Hezbollah worldwide. And finally, promote stability and cease lethal support to militias in Iraq. The key is this: we can recognize that Iran has a right to a peaceful civilian nuclear energy program, but not to nuclear weapons. Offers have been made before and have gone nowhere, but these offers have been presented with preconditions and without the full engagement of the United States. We need a fresh approach and fresh ideas. There are some in the Bush administration who disagree with the diplomatic approach. They see confrontation with Iran as all but inevitable. Now, of course, there's no guarantee that these talks will succeed, but we are sure to fail if we do not at least try. One proposal that deserves, I think, a closer look is one which was described to me by Iran's former ambassador to the United Nations. I traveled twice to New York to spend several hours with him. At the time, some on the Iranian side thought Iranian leadership, mainly the supreme leader, might be open to the idea of an on-the-ground, 24/7 international consortium to manage and monitor all aspects of nuclear activity. There was agreement that Iran might agree to this monitoring, as long as there was an openness on the part of the United States to discuss other issues as well. Participants could include the United States, the UK, France, Germany, China, Russia, the United Nations, and the IAEA. The proposal is similar to the one made by Ambassador Lurs, Secretary Pickering, and Mr. Walsh, who spoke to you earlier this afternoon. I very much support and appreciate their efforts and believe the proposal still deserves serious consideration. It could go a long way toward building confidence on both sides. It would allow Iran to enjoy the benefits of peaceful nuclear power as a member of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, while giving confidence to the international community that Iran's nuclear ambitions will not be diverted to a nuclear weapons program. When United States administrations have taken bold diplomatic initiatives in the past, the payoff has been significant. The decision of Henry Kissinger, Richard Nixon, to engage the People's Republic of China in the early 1970s was visionary. We embraced negotiations with the Soviet Union, even in the darkest days of the Cold War. I believe that an Iranian policy based on a military solution only makes no sense. Iran recently proved helpful in brokering a ceasefire between Prime Minister al-Maliki and Muqtada al-Sadr's Jam militias in Basra. Clearly, a more positive relationship with Iran might be helpful in stabilizing Iraq. Only by talking and bringing to bear the best efforts of diplomacy can real progress be made, and I believe this deeply. The next administration must evaluate anew our nation's approach to this Middle Eastern arena and involve a new approach, one based on robust diplomacy rather than threat of war. The process is likely to be difficult, but the results may well be significant. And one day, just think of it, it could lead to a more stable and peaceful Middle East. Thank you very, very much.